Okay, everybody. I'm going to talk about hotels and motels and maid service. If a customer stays in a room for, say, for example, 7 full days, then that customer has to have maid service at least every other day or every 2 days. And because when I used to be a maid at a hotel in my youth, you know, and when I was a maid at a hotel, I was in my 20s. I was quite young. And I used to do this over 15 years ago. I'm 50 now. I'm doing something else now. But back in the days of when I was a maid, the rules of housekeeping was kind of strict, you know. We had customers that did not want maid service at all. And we would tell them, okay, you don't want maid service, then you have to at least let us clean the room every other day or every 2 days. If you don't let us do it, then we're going to have to talk to the front desk, and if that's a problem, they're going to have to get security. That's how strict it was. At least at this one hotel I worked at. And the maids there, you know, at this particular time, they cleaned rooms, about 15 to 16 rooms per maid. We only had a few suites. It was kind of a small hotel, but not that small. It's like over 100 rooms. You know, hotels these days have 200 to 300 to 400 rooms. It's crazy. And each floor had like a medium suite and a big ass suite and then a wedding suite. Some hotels have that these days anyway. But yeah, a strict rule is that customer has to have their room cleaned eventually, you know, every other day or every 2 days. And I know I keep saying that, but there's a reason for it. And the reason why the rules were so strict back in my day, one, we had to look the room over to see if there's any maintenance issues. And if there is, you write up a maintenance slip and give it to the maintenance person. Another reason is that when a customer doesn't want maid service at all, then that's suspicious. What are they doing? Doing drugs? Selling drugs? Both? Prostitution? What? What are they doing? It's very suspicious when a customer does not want maid service at all. We don't care what you look like or where you're from. You just have to have maid service. Everyone's suspicious when they don't want maid service whatsoever. Especially when you stay a full 7 days. And, you know, and for the safety of the customer and everyone involved. Inside, outside the motel. Let me tell you a time about this one story. There's this one customer on the 2nd floor. He did not want maid service at all. And eventually he stopped ignoring the phone calls. The front desk called them, we called them and stuff like that, so we eventually have to get security. So security let the head housekeeper in. They saw the guy sleeping in the bed and discovered he wasn't sleeping. The guy died in his sleep in his bed. So yeah, that's a good reason to have maid service at least every other day or every 2 days for a customer who doesn't want maid service all the time. And then there was another time we had this one customer, same thing, didn't want maid service at all. Was very much an asshole and stuff like that. So eventually we had to get security, and the guy had to let us in to clean the room. Man, that guy was a pig. There's garbage everywhere, and it smelled like stale milk and just, you know, some people are just pigs. So we actually had to give full service to that guy. changes bed linens, take out the garbage, dust, vacuum, everything. But there's no, that's uncalled for, you know. When you people stay in hotel rooms, you don't need to be messy. I mean, be considerate. The maids work their ass off to clean those rooms. Sometimes they're given up to 24 rooms a day. By one maid alone sometimes, depending on how big the room. Maybe 2 maids work together or something like that. But you people just don't understand what a motel maid goes through. They have nice customers, and they have rude customers. And then they have suspicious customers. And there's a reason why I'm making this video. And I can't really tell you why I'm making this video, but you can apply this video to a lot of motel situations. In every hotel, I don't care where that hotel is located, I don't care where. They should have strict rules on maid service. Have maid service, again, I'm repeating myself, every other day or every 2 days. If that customer is only staying there for 3 nights, well then that maid should at least give that customer limited maid service for those 3 nights. There's lots of reasons for that strict rule. And evidently, the hotels and motels, wherever they may be located, are really relaxing on this rule. I mean, you don't know exactly what's going on in these hotel rooms when you relax on the rules of maid service. You really don't know. And that's all I have to say.